Why is your team struggling? Could it be your fault? Well, it's time to face the truth. Are you really pulling your weight? Hey there, my name is Isai Rodriguez and I'm your friend. And this here is where we build your leadership skills and your home business profits one actionable tip at a time. So hit the subscribe button, ring the notification bell, and let's get started. So today we're diving deep into a question that might sting a little. There's going to be a little bit of little pain here, if you will. We're asking and answering the question, are you really pulling your weight? Yeah, you heard that right. It's a hard question to deal with for sure, but it's one of those questions that you really need to give some thought to, right? Are you really doing everything it is that you can do to be the best leader for your team? Let's break it down. I'm going to give you the lowdown on how you can level up your game and inspire your team like never before. First off, showing up every day. Now, I know what you're thinking, Isai, I already show up, all right? What do you mean show up? Well, I'm not just talking about physically being there. We're talking about showing up ready to rock and roll no matter what, right? You've got to be ready to give it your all every day, right? Even on those days when you feel like crawling back into bed, because I'm pretty sure we've all had those days where we just don't want to get out of bed. Yet, especially on those days when we don't want to do much, those are the most important days that we have to push through and get things done, right? This is one of the biggest hurdles that keep many people from success. The true leaders know this fact. Leaders, like the ones that we all look up to, they bring their A game every single day without failure. Day in, day out, they show up, right? Next, let's talk about always getting better, continuous improvement or continuous learning, right? Here's the thing with this is that if you're not growing, you're standing still, right? If you're standing still, then you're not moving forward, like you're not making forward progress, right? And in this game, when you're in this game, not making forward progress means that you're basically getting left behind, right? Always be on the lookout for ways to learn and to improve. Ask yourself, why is it that things work the way that they do, right? Don't just settle for knowing how to do something. Dig a little deeper, right? You see, the ones who know why something works, like those are the ones who end up calling the shots. Those are the ones who end up being the leaders. The people that know how to do things, those are the workers, right? The people that who know why something works or why something is the way it is, those are the ones who end up calling the shots. Those are the leaders, right? Here's a biggie for you. Follow through, super huge. Follow through. You have to follow through with excellence, right? It's not enough to just start something. You've got to see it through to the end and make sure that it's done right. My mentor, he always says this, and I love this, is that he goes, I don't want to help you start a business, right? I want to help you finish it, right? You see, a lot of people always ask, how do I get started? How do I get started in business? How do I get started? What do I need to do to get started, right? That's what everybody wants to know. But that's a great question, but anyone can start a business, right? Anybody can do what it is that they need to do to start a business. I'm with my mentor on this one, and I'm more interested in helping you finish it, right? I'm more interested in helping you succeed in business, right? You see, your team is counting on you to set that standard. And when you commit to something, you have to do it with all the excellence that you can muster, right? This builds trust and shows that your team, that you're someone worth following, right? So next, you need to accomplish more than expected, right? So let's talk about going the extra mile here, right? Because good enough is never good enough for a true leader, right? I'll say that again. Good enough is never good enough for a good leader or a true leader. You've got to be willing to push past what's expected and to deliver more than what's expected of you, right? Now, don't get it twisted now. This isn't about working yourself to the bone, right? That's not what we're talking about here. It's about working smarter. It's about delivering top-notch results, professional results, right? When your team sees you consistently over-delivering, they'll be inspired to do the same. Again, your team is not going to do what you tell them. They're going to do what they see you doing. And if they see you consistently delivering professionally, or over-delivering, that's exactly what they're going to do. Or they're going to attempt to strive to your level, right? Last, but definitely not least, you need to inspire others. Inspire your team, right? High competence isn't just about doing well for yourself, right? It's about lifting others up and helping them reach new heights as well, alongside with you, right? When you combine your skills with genuine care for your team, what happens is that you end up creating a powerhouse of inspiration and motivation, right? This is how you take your team and your business to the next level, right? So having said all this, are you really pulling your weight? I'll pose that question again. I just laid all this out. I want you to think again. Are you really pulling your weight? Are you showing up every day, ready to give it your all? Are you constantly improving yourself, following through with excellence, going above and beyond what your team deserves and expects from you as the leader, right? And most importantly, are you inspiring your team to do the same? Are you leading the charge? Are they proud to be on your team, right? That's my leader. I don't know about you. My leaders, they're not perfect. They're human like you and I, but I'm striving to be at their level, right? And above. There's no stopping. There's no limit to how much or how successful you can be. That's the beauty of entrepreneurship, is that there's no ceiling, no cap, no lid on how successful you can be. Only you determine that. Only you decide on how much or how successful I want to be, right? So there you have it, my friends. That's my tip for today. Remember, you're not just building a business, you're building a legacy, right? So get out there and show your team what real leadership looks like, all right? Keep hustling, keep growing, keep inspiring, all right? So yeah, if you found this episode helpful, if you found it inspiring, hit the subscribe button, ring the notification bell. And if you have any questions, any topics you'd like to talk about, feel free to drop them down in the comments below. Also, don't forget to follow the link in the description for access to my free MasterClass training, where I'll show you firsthand how to put all of these tips that we're talking about into action for yourself starting today. Until the next time, I want you to stay legendary, and I'll catch you on the next episode. Take care now. Bye.